And I'm excited because this popcorn removal is like a nightmare. Plus, I just got a phone call. We had a slight issue with the door when we were installing it because back to school again. You ready? Yeah. Funny, on the mornings that Andrea works, I have to get the kids ready. We sleep in as much as we can, and then I'm like, all right, let's go. Okay.
Then you're facing this way.
Oh, sorry. You good?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm out at the house now. I had to make a couple stops. I did some stuff for work, and then I went to Lowe's. I picked up actually a couple of trim strips, which I'll explain in a minute. And then I got a microwave. Finally got a microwave. Decided to go ahead and replace our old one. It was pretty messed up, and we had it outside, and it got pretty gross. So it had some years on it. I just went ahead and bought the new one. I was gonna buy it earlier, but I decided to wait because I was like, there's no point in buying it now, and we're not gonna be living there, and we're getting pretty close. And I'm excited because of what's going on right now, which is it's cooking food. And now that we're getting close to moving in, we have a fridge. I can keep stuff in the fridge. We don't have a sink, but I can make use of our bathroom sink for now, with just like washing off utensils or whatever. I can use plastic ones. But now I can bring leftovers or whatever and have lunch while I'm working here, and I don't have to go out or spend extra money or extra time. I can just bring it with me, heat it up and eat it. So I'm really excited about that. That's gonna save me a lot of time and some money too. But anyways, about these trim strips. So I had to buy these here, these guys, which are pretty small. And I got those we had a slight issue with the door when we were installing it because the new door is actually more narrow than the old door. The old one was like a back door, like thick metal, and we didn't need that. We just need a basic door. So it closes extra far because it's not thick, so it wants to go farther this way, which is gonna create a bunch of stress on these hinges right here. Those are gonna get pulled too far in, which filling this is another issue in itself. But for now, we have this temporary piece of wood here as a scrap piece of wood we put there, so when it closes, actually I'll have to go on this side so you can see, it hits that rather than coming too far. But anyways, back to the wood in the garage. That is for this. That's gonna fill this whole edge. Should match up to about here, I think, is what I measured. We'll see, I can't remember. But it should look just fine either way. So yeah, I'm gonna cut those, pop those in here. I'm gonna do the top on the side. I'm not gonna do this side yet because this side's actually a little bit closer and it might catch here. And it's not that big a deal because this is the hinge side, so it's not really gonna affect that. So we'll see how it looks. If it looks bad, then I'll buy a piece a little bit smaller or cut it and frame it all the way around. But for now, what I got should work. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna mess with these LEDs today. It comes with like a switch, a dimmer switch with the on-off switch. I'm not gonna use this part actually. I decided to go ahead and test it. At least I can use it to see the brightness of them and all that before I start installing them. And these things are pretty bright. As you can see, they will be this way because you'll have the lights facing down, which is much brighter than before. See how dark that is? And then much brighter. I'm not sure how much it shows up on camera, but these things are pretty bright, and I think they'll do the job perfectly. Either way, LEDs are not too expensive. If I don't like them, I'll change them out eventually. It'll be a pain because I have to change out each little strip, but not that big a deal. So I had a better idea. Since it's all in that spool, it like looks yellow and weird because it's like on the plastic. So I went ahead and I just hung some up here just to get a better preview of what we're gonna look like. It's a lot more brighter white, like more daylight, I think is the word used. It's not so yellow, it's more white. Anyways, I'll flip the camera around so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, there we go. It's all the way up. Obviously these won't be here, so that won't be as, it's not gonna be as square or whatever, but just up here down. think that'll be some good lighting for sure. Yeah, look at that. Looks like there's a light mounted on there. I mean, look at that compared to that. It's gonna look nice. And then I'm gonna put them up top too, so they shine up. Not that spectacular to look at up there, but it's more of just to get the overall light, just to bounce off this way. But I think that's gonna look nice. This cabinet, actually, I was thinking about it the other night before I was going to bed. It was on my mind, and this one's gonna be a little tricky because all these I can run underneath. You won't be able to see the wiring. Like it's gonna start here, go behind there. Yeah, behind the fridge, and come up here and come over. But we used to have a piece of trim that went across. We're not gonna put anything there now. So I gotta figure out how to get wiring to this without it being visible, because this is the wire I use, or I'm gonna use. It's black and red, so not gonna hide very easy, but I do have these to put the LEDs in, so maybe I can do something with this. I don't know, we'll see. I'll have to figure it out. Now that I'm seeing this, I think it would be really nice to put under the bottom too. I think that'd be pretty cool. All right, so I got the first piece cut, and it is cut so snug that I was able to just set it in place. So that's what we're looking at there. Let's see what we look like when we close. Looks good. Now, let's put the other piece in. All right, so I have it in place. This still isn't in, yeah, that's just sitting there, but we got it. I got it cut, and it is in place. The wood was a little warped, but not much, so I can snap it in. I just have it held in by one tack nail there, just so I could see how it looked and if it worked, and it does. Perfectly, nice and snug. So I'm gonna go ahead and nail those in. You're looking at the cleaning, how all that went, and they did better. They did do a lot more last night, but this popcorn removal is like a nightmare for the rest of the floor. So we're gonna have to do a good deep clean even further. Well, tomorrow we're gonna come in and we'll probably put a lot of water and stuff down, not like flood the house, but like in a good scrub. So the only issue with that was in the corners. Actually, I'll start over here. So you can see. Actually, there's like a little bit here, there's a little crack, but on the other wall there's a lot of cracks, so like the water could have went in there. And as you can see, there's some stuff here still. So rather than trying to be crazy with the cleaning, what I'm doing right now is put on this tape. My dad showed me this technique where you can get your caulking here. You gotta get the acrylic. The acrylic will not fade or discolor and turn yellow. So get this. Put it around the edge, as you can see where I already did some. If you put this tape down, you can get a pretty even line. See that? It's about all even. Instead of smearing it all over the grout, and then you just go like, it looks rough for this, you got a big smear mark. Anyways, that's what I'm doing here. I'm about to peel the tape up. I just got the caulk laid down there. I'm gonna do this all the way around. I'm gonna do it in all the rooms that I can. I only have 2 containers left, but we'll see how far I get. And then it's gonna be all completely sealed. Don't have to worry about water going underneath the trim or under the drywall or getting to the drywall, making mold. We'll get it nice and sealed, and then we'll come in and do a good clean. And we should be good finally, because this popcorn is like stuck in the grout. It's crazy, you have to really scrub it. So that's the plan, we'll see how far I get today. All right, so calling it a day here at the house. It's getting close to dinner time, and I have the dinner supplies in the fridge here. So I need to go load those up and get home. Just got done. I got all the rooms. I don't know if you can see, it's hard to see, but and you're like, what are you looking at? Or what are we looking at? But it's talked about earlier, the caulk down all the way around. Caulking is there. And it's in every room. Shay's room, our room, Malia's room. My dad did this hallway everywhere else out there. So we're sealed. Plus, I just got a phone call. It was the window company, and they want to install them tomorrow. Tomorrow night, these windows, these old 1985 windows, should be gone, and we'll have thick, nice, insulated, impact windows. Shay, let me see. Oh, here you go.
No, Mom.
I'm just looking at it.
like edamame.
Edamame?
That's right. I got.
Can I feel it?
Don't squeeze it.
What is that? Careful.
Fire.
Papaya? Where'd it come from?
Yeah.
In the woods? Fresh from the woods? So we've been watching this papaya while we're driving down the road for weeks now.
Yeah.
And it's finally time to pick it and eat it. We're gonna give it a try. We waited too long to pick the papaya. I'm not very familiar with those things, but apparently when it's bright yellow, it's a little too late because it is very soft.
It's mushy and just kind of not really of any substance. I tried a piece off of this end and it just kind of melts in your mouth. It's not very flavorful. I don't know, I can't risk it with my stomach anyway.
But the good news is there's like 3 or 4 more.
So we'll just pick them earlier.
And it's like abandoned woods, so it's not like we're stealing anybody's papayas.
Yeah,
They're just gonna fall on the ground and go bad. What's up, bud? Let's see it, bud. Yeah.
I'm digging up.
Shay, are you guys putting the seeds in the ground?
Yeah, we got pat
Oh, you alright?
Got pat it for a minute.
Pat it?
Yeah.
Alright, good job, dude. We just went and checked out the other ones, and this one is starting to turn a little yellow, so we decided to pick it, and we're gonna let it ripen here and cut it open and try it.